Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to this episode of Test Drive. And on this episode, we got the 2013 Chevy Camaro and we're gonna take out. Super jacked about this one because I am personally a Chevy guy. So let's dig into it. All right, so hands down, guys, the Camaro, in my opinion, for the newer sports cars or muscle cars out there, this thing is the nicest, period, hands down. It gets the looks all day, every day. I am a sucker for this car. I think it is hands down, by far, the best looking domestic car so far out there. Now, the one downside that I have found so far with this thing is that it does have a small trunk. And I'll show you what I mean. So, excuse the mess, guys. I do have everything in there, but it is tiny. There is not a lot of room in the trunk. Now, as far as the inside goes, obviously there's not a lot of room in the rear seat. That's more for just looks, but the inside goes, it is pretty comfortable. I do like the layout of the controls. Oh, my water ball and cord there for the aux. Hooking up with the USB. But everything is pretty user-friendly. I do like the roominess of it. That is a win. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take this thing for a test drive. First thing I do notice is that this thing does feel like a tank. I feel like there's a lot of blind spots. I also feel very low, which is kind of cool. It's got that sporty feel to it. But I do feel like I got a long nose. Like I feel like it's forever out in front of me. It's a muscle car, right? So I guess that's kind of be expected. But let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Hands down, guys, this is probably the nicest car I've test driven so far. But I do like the layout of the controls. Everything is very user-friendly. Everything laid out is the way it should be. I don't like the e-brake on the passenger side of the center console. I think that's kind of on the weird side. Outside of that, guys, everything seems pretty legit. I like the layout. It looks as nice on the inside as it does on the outside, which is always a plus, right? You always want your car to look just as good on the inside as the outside, I think, anyway. I've seen these things going for, this is just a V6 model too, by the way, guys. This isn't a V8, this isn't a Z1 or anything like that. But this particular model I've seen going for about 19,000 all the way up to 22. So far, guys, I would be honest with you, I give it a solid 8 out of 10 all the way around. All right, guys, if the camera stops falling down, that would be a plus. So let's see how this bad boy handles. All right, guys, so the camera keeps falling down whenever I get on it, so I don't highly recommend this. Don't condone this. I am a professional idiot, but let's punch it. So, hands out of the gates, this thing has more power than obviously any of the other cars. Even though it is just a V6, I'm not gonna be let down. So, what are my thoughts? Handleability so far, not feeling the blind spots. Blind spots kind of suck. But hands down, handling, the acceleration, it's not leaving me lacking, guys. Like I honestly half expected it being a V6. I expected it to leave me lacking or wanting more in the car. But honestly, you know, this would make a bad commuter, a bad daily, not bad at all. So with that said, guys, if you were able to find one of these under 90,000 miles, 2013, I would say, and you're a car guy, you know, I'm not necessarily a car guy, so I might be shooting for something a little lower. For me, I would probably say something right around the area of 17. If I could find one, pick one up for 17, I'd probably jump on that. If you are a Camaro enthusiast and you're like, I love the Camaros and I have to have one, I would say anything south of 20 grand is a win on this car, guys. Honestly, if you're gonna keep it for a while and this is gonna be your daily, I would call that a win. So I give this car a solid 8 out of 10. On looks wise, 9 out of 10. I think this is a great looking vehicle. I'm always a big fan of Chevy, and I'm a big fan of Camaros. So with that, guys, like, share, subscribe. Always tell me what you think. If you got recommendations, put it down. If you want me to cover something, put that down in the comments below. And with that, be safe, have a great day, and until next week, have a good one.